This video is sponsored by Scentbird, which is fantastic because I literally use my Scentbird perfume in this video, and I had no idea it was going to be sponsored by them. Scentbird has totally changed the game on how people can get new fragrances. You get to completely build your collection and discover your personal style, or, like me, even craft different choices based on what you want to be feeling. Scentbird lets you choose a new designer fragrance to try every month for just $17. You get to pick what you choose, so there's no surprises, and it's a 30-day supply, which is perfect if you like to change it up a lot, or if you want to have a while before committing to a very expensive full-size bottle. Take a quiz to get started, but then you can browse yourself too to find any specific vibe you're going for. Scentbird carries brands like Prada, Gucci, and Versace, as well as Skylar, Heretic, and Confessions of a Rebel. So use my coupon code for 55% off at Scentbird. That's just a little over $7 for your first month, available in USA and Canada. I love that Scentbird sends cards with each one. It's going to tell you the description of it, ingredients, and the smells, sort of the fragrance notes that you're going to get with each one. So this first one from Confessions of a Rebel is called Love High. This one is super youthful to me. Florel by Vince Camuto. This one has pink peppercorn and some sparkling bergamot. This one to me, very sweet, very, very sweet. Last but not least, my personal favorite of the three is the Heretic Bergamusk. It smells so unique, so clean but light, as delicate as it is animalistic, as curious as it is a classic. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's really interesting. And as you can see from my collection, these Scentbird fragrances come in these fantastic travel tubes, and you get so much more fragrance than a typical tester bottle that you might be picturing. Thank you, Scentbird, for partnering with me on this video. Check out the links below, and as always, thank you for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to Gibi's vlog. I've never done that in an intro before, ever. Today's an actual vlog, not a documentary like the one we edited with the Edward Scissorhands video. That was a lot. This is a vlog because I thought that this was imperative to have before the release of Saturday's video. Let me explain. So as we are all aware, the ASMR community consists of many, many, many creators, ASMRtists, who have been doing this for a very long time. And everybody kind of has their own style. And then there's so much variety to be had. So I had an idea to ask my fellow ASMR creator peers for some advice. If I took one piece of advice from a bunch of my friends, could I make it into the ultimate ASMR video? I ended up messaging quite a few people. Some people didn't respond, but I got 12 responses back. Obviously there are 100 more people that I would have loved to ask. If you want to make this a series, you know I'm always down for a series. So perhaps this is part one. This was the gist of what I said to everybody. Hello. Terrifying to get a message from me, I feel. It's like, what is she gonna ask me to do now? I am currently shooting a video where I'm on the quest to make the perfect ASMR video. But I need help from some wise ASMR friends. So if you could give me just one piece of advice or suggestion on how to make my video flawless, what would it be? And everybody's answers were so great. This video is going to be me going through them and incorporating them into one cohesive video. I got some amazing advice, and on Saturday I will be posting the final product. But come along, let's see what we got. From ALB. ALB goes above and beyond in her creativity, her costumes, her set pieces, just the vibe. Very, very detail oriented, clean, gorgeous videos. And her advice to me, when I'm thinking about ideas for videos, I try to draw inspiration from what I find tingly or relaxing in real life, but then add a level of maximization or whimsy to it as well, like a heightened sense of whatever that IRL thing is. So my advice would be to take your idea and add a level of exaggeration to it. Especially when it comes to visuals, I find it so satisfying to build little strange worlds for videos to live in. Although I do straight to camera videos as well, the ones that have a whole little setup tend to be my favorite to work on. I'm not surprised, and it's perfect ALB advice. It definitely comes through in all of her content. I'm thinking I will have to build a little something. If I don't build something for this video, is it truly ALB level of whimsy and extraness? Next is ASMR Magic. ASMR Magic, sound quality second to none, so impeccable. She brings out the sound of each trigger in such a lovely, lovely way. I really love how she takes her time on things and makes ordinary objects very special. So her advice to me, oh gosh, the pressure of a good answer. Well, the first thing that popped into my head when thinking of a flawless ASMR video is keeping the sounds and talking at an even volume and putting the loudest or most abrasive sounds first. I say this because sometimes I'll start drifting off to a delicate sound, and then a louder or more intense one will come on and wake me up again. I feel like this is a really obvious answer, but keeping an even volume is something I personally find quite challenging, and I focus on it quite a bit in my videos. That is such good advice. I try to think about that, but I have to say, when you get that right, it makes your videos so much better. You pretty much have to assume, I guess, that people are going to be zoned out or even asleep during the end of your videos. So we're going to take this advice and make sure that we go from loud to soft. That's wonderful advice. Now, ASMR Planet. ASMR Planet absolutely is one of those channels where she has her vision and her niche, and you can tell that it's an ASMR Planet video. Her creativity is an 11 out of 10. I love seeing what she comes up with, and I like that she uses so many items in her videos, so I couldn't not ask her for some advice because I think my content is pretty different. And here's what she had to say. Include triggers and sounds that you personally find super tingly, as it'll come across to the viewer how much you love it. And if you love it, then you know other people will. Sharing is caring. That must be so true. You can tell when somebody enjoys what they're doing, even when it's something like what ASMR triggers you're doing in a video. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is go through all of my props and just go with my gut and pick things that I like. Probably things that fall under two categories: that I genuinely like to hear as an ASMR trigger, and that I genuinely like to do or handle as an ASMR creator. Oh boy, let's see what we got. Now, Atlas ASMR. If you have not checked out Atlas's work, what are you doing with yourself? Atlas produces ASMR cinema. Beautiful visual masterpieces, the world building, the post-production, the elevation. It's an ASMR movie. He really makes you feel so immersed in whatever he's doing. So let's see what Atlas has for us. Make the viewer feel like the freaking lead character. The captain, the emperor, the astronaut, the soldier. We make sleep content, so give them something badass to dream about. Be it through worlds you create, fiction already familiar to them, or situations you help them build themselves, there in the driving seat. I guess that's roleplay specific, but hey, I adore this advice. It's a huge reason why I love roleplays so much. I'm a huge sucker for immersion. You know I love my characters, and Atlas and I definitely agree on this. Sometimes I think my roleplays do that. Say you take a character of mine like Tatiana. With Tatiana, you're very much the main character. And then with a character like Daisy, you're maybe more the witness. So for this video, I think we're gonna have to make it a roleplay. And I'm thinking it might be like a hybrid. We're not gonna make a full new original character or anything like that. But we're definitely going to be addressing the viewer in a roleplay scenario where you are the most important thing. And I will simply be taking care of you. I love it. You can get really creative with that. Thank you, Atlas. Batala. If I ever have trouble sleeping and I need like something that I know will work, right to Batala's channel. She just gets it. She totally gets ASMR. I get tingles from every single one of her videos. Just her pacing, her lighting, her cadence. I'm obsessed. So let's see what Batala has to say. I would have to say, having cozy lighting makes any ASMR video perfect. Low lighting with some blue heaven. It's just so hard for me to choose because I'm so big on my sound and my lights and background. Oh my god. So I would have to say, lights and background plays a part in creating the perfect ASMR. Absolutely. And I see this in all of her videos. So cozy, dark, dim. The blue is a fantastic call. So we'll absolutely be doing blue. Making sure that that background is dark. And we'll try to channel that perfect Batala background. Slight sounds. Slight is so good at making videos feel incredibly close, cozy, warm, friendly, just like literally a hug in a video. So the advice I received, I was actually not too surprised. Warm, gentle lighting that makes you feel like you're in a tavern, but also in a cozy bedroom. Now this is going to conflict with what Batala said about the blue lights, but actually I think that conflict is going to work swimmingly because I adore using the classic blue-yellow contrast. So I think I can make that look really good. Let's try it. ASMR Glow. You know her. You love her. Glow always does the most aesthetically pleasing content. Her color palettes, literally the quality of her camera, the looks she creates for each video to make everything feel so cohesive, so clean, and so cozy at the same time. I'm actually very curious what her advice is going to be. So she said, low light. I'm so bad at that. But personal taste, just like slow movements and speech, that might clash with other people's opinions. Okay. So Glow is a slow preferer. You know how we have team whispering, team soft spoken? I feel like there's also like the team slow and fast. I have always been on the not necessarily like faster than normal, but I like a realistic pace. And it's very hard for me to slow down during my videos. But I think it would be awesome to incorporate this in our perfect video. We're going to keep that light low and we'll do some slow glow movements. I just realized I had this shirt in the back the whole time because I'm shooting with Preston in 3 minutes. Should probably move that. Okay. ASMR Joni. First of all, she puts out so many videos. I do not know how she does it, but I have watched so many of them. Joni is so good at the role plays, and I love that she can just make very long form content without it feeling boring at all. So Joni's advice for me in particular is to have a calm mind. Be in the mood, meaning not recording stressed or with high emotions, anger, sadness, etc. I don't know if it's something that can apply to others to create a flawless video, but since I'm 100% improv storyteller, I needed to be able to transmit the right mood. So in order to achieve this, I try to meditate or just do something calming before a recording session. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. I have to say, I never do that. And I'm really excited to try it. I can think of some calming things. I'm good at being calm. And then I messaged Maria Gentle Whispering. Do I have to say more? I don't know. Probably not. But I will take this time to simply gush about how much I love Maria and her content, and how much she has single-handedly contributed to the ASMR community. She is the queen, such an absolutely dedicated, talented, incredible ASMR creator. I was really nervous to send the message, actually. I have to say, her advice is amazing. So Maria said, "My suggestion is to have incredible eye contact. Slowly look at the deepest part of the lens and really zoom in your vision. Then smile and soften your eyes. It's the most intimate and kind connection you can make with the viewer. Hugs." She does do that. When she writes it out like that, I can see it so clearly in my mind. She's so good at making you feel so connected and comfortable and comforted. I really like that she said the deepest part of the lens, because I don't really think I've ever tried to focus on that specifically before. I'm gonna have to put like a sticky note underneath the camera to make sure that I get this right. I really want to get it right. Thank you, Maria. Then I knew I didn't want to make this too easy for myself. So I messaged ASMRtist. Matt has the most unique ASMR videos. He just goes for it. I don't know where he gets his ideas from. I don't know what possesses him, but he becomes possessed and just creates the most top tier content that you think is going to be clickbait, but he actually did it. He does it, and it's a full quality, incredible video. So I knew I wanted to ask Matt because I was sure that he would have a very good insight for me. And here's what he said. The perfect ASMR video would surely feature an unexpected appearance by the one and only McSleepy the squirrel, flying across the screen in unparalleled style. Obviously, Matt, that I should have thought of that, but I'm so glad that I asked you, because I would have forgotten that all the top tier, the most perfect ASMR video must include McSleepy the squirrel flying across the screen. So that is what our video will include. It must, and it will include McSleepy the squirrel. Now for tiptoe tingles, back with another video. I love Tiptoe's content. I'm pretty sure I've watched every single one of her videos because they're so addicting. I love the fast-paced, more like fast, chaotic ASMR. I love the way she speaks, and I love that she makes every video feel fun and very natural, like you're hanging out with a friend. So I asked Tiptoe what her advice would be for the ultimate ASMR video, and she said, I would say a flawless ASMR video has to include the perfect voice speed, not speaking too slow where it's a drag, but not speaking too fast to cause even more anxiety. We're gonna have to battle it out with ASMR close requests to speak very slowly. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. No, we'll be fine. We have to balance this nice, slow cadence from ASMR Glow. We definitely won't be speaking too quickly, which is interesting because I do speak very quickly in my videos, so this is gonna be nice to slow it down. We won't drag it, and we definitely are not going to cause anxiety. Thank you, Tiptoe. This is perfect. So I have all my advice. Typically, this is where I'll start writing things down. So I'm going to make some notes, and then we're going to reconvene in my film room and start setting up. Hello, everybody. It is a new day, but I am now down in my film room. Now, if you haven't seen like a full behind the scenes from me, I do have a tour video where I show all around my film room, and then I also have a behind the scenes making of the Edward Scissorhands video. That is also going to give you a ton of behind the scenes. There's a plane. So right when you walk into my film room, to the right are floor to ceiling bins. Now this is where I keep everything that really is just for ASMR, and I've started to make a second wall as well, so we have 8 more bins over here. I am very due to reorganize all of them, but I decided to take ASMR Planet's advice in a kind of literal way. She said to do triggers that you enjoy, so I figured to do that, I would open every single bin and grab things that just kind of spoke to me. So I did. I opened every single one. I didn't vlog it because I thought it would be way too long. And let me show you what I came up with. Ta-da! This is everything that I pulled. These are things that I really like the sound of, I really like interacting with. So I do also want to keep in mind all the other advice I got, things about pacing. I'm gonna have to narrow it down. So now that I have these items, I'm going to try to build a video out of these. Based on Atlas's advice and ALB's advice, we're gonna go roleplay, and I think what I want to do is kind of make a roleplay hybrid, that's what I'm gonna call it. So it's not like I'm fully immersing you into a realistic world, but we're gonna do a roleplay of an unnamed character who's going to make you feel like the main character. That's going to be very ASMR heavy, like ASMR is going to exist in this roleplay, and that way I can justify having a ton of very non-cohesive triggers. Next, for the setup. So for Patala's advice, we want to keep it very low dim lighting and definitely blue lights. So I have LifeX bulbs, and what you can do with those is the light bulbs in my ceiling, they're connected to this app, and we're going to make them blue. Satine ripped that. That'll be the blue lighting. And then for Slight's advice, we need that yellow warm lighting. That's going to come from the candles, the string lights, which I have to plug in. We have to redo the whole thing. And another piece of advice that ALB said was to use a rim light. So a rim light is a light that will come and hit you, the subject, which is me in this case, from kind of behind, so that you look separated from the background. I don't usually set up rim lights because they're really annoying. But we'll do it for ALB, and then we have our typical light setup here. Lighting my face, and one on the side lighting my face. The lighting's good. This took me a while, especially to get the rim light going. Alright, so for Sleepy the Squirrel, we'll be accessing Satine's toy box. I spotted. Boom. You, sir, have just been cast as Sleepy the Squirrel. Congratulations. Alright, I've brought Sleepy the Squirrel back up to the film room, and I'm going to start writing the script. I also brought my in here. I think that'll make me write faster. I think what I want to do is make it kind of like, it's very important that you fall asleep. So this character is going to help you by giving you a bunch of items, almost like an ASMR shop, but you're not buying anything. So one trigger I really like is selection. It's almost like character creation, and that makes me feel like the main character as well. So I want to kind of lean into that. So I pulled a bunch of glasses I know I want to use, selection things. I have my wax cubes, squishies, pens, bubble wrap, these hollow taco boxes that I never get to use because I never have an excuse to use them. A lot of brushes, I'm obsessed with this, don't know how I'm gonna wear it. Boxes, sprays, that sort of thing. Oh, and I really wanted to incorporate a trigger I love is the, like when your voice sounds like you're on the phone, the high pass type effect. I think we can put something together really well. Now, I have never in all my days done any like work standing. I film standing all the time. I prefer to stand when I film, but like desk work and stuff, I'm always sitting. I have this tall table and my laptop and all the props over there, so I'm gonna write the script standing up. Let me see if that helps. For this script, basically just gonna do like a little outline of potential triggers that I think would flow nicely, and then I will start like cutting them into the order of loudest to softest. Okay, I wrote like the intro. So I wrote the little intro, kind of just like a couple of like words, and I might not say these words exactly, but when I write it like a real script, it'll help me think about what I want to be doing. And the first trigger I wrote in was the wooden coffee, and I was thinking, what would ALB do if we're supposed to be elevating this? And so I think I'll have to do it like off screen, like I'll get it ready, and then I'll make like a little edit, and then when I hold the cup up, it'll be like full of foam. It would be so cool if the foam was colored. I could probably do that. I have blue food dye, but I thought that would be like a nice elevated fun thing. I'll keep writing. So I've written another big chunk. I'm trying not to make this too like intense by making you feel like the main character. I don't want it to be like, oh my god, like there's something going on. This script is probably like 30% done. Depends on how much more detail I want to write in. Other obligations call, but I'll be back to continue the script. Back up at my desk with ASMR magic, we will organize the props in order. Joni, I'm looking forward to this one since I'm actually filming it on Thursday. I'll have to vlog doing a very nice meditation. We'll have to think about what we want to do to get into the mood. I think watching other people's ASMR really helps me. Maria, that's a performance. I'll put this right below the camera. Same with slow movements and speech, but not too slow. Now for ASMR, I decided that McSleepy the squirrel should make a physical appearance. I wonder if that would count for my ALB prop. And for slight sounds, the gentle lighting that makes you feel like you're in a tavern, but also a cozy bedroom. So I'm hoping that those candles that we set up will be tavernish, but we're still in the bedroom. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Alright, so far so good. Hello, it's Gibi. Day 3 of vlogging. So today Satine is home, so I'm taking care of her a lot today. But I got a lot done. Let me show you. Here she is, chewing, trying to distract her. So I'm back writing. I got a new canopy that doesn't have a giant hole in it. So I've just been writing my script here. I'm actually almost done. I got a huge amount of triggers from this table. I put my reminders up here. I also have this keyboard, which Azio actually sent to me, and I've been trying to put into a video. So much dog chewing back there, sorry. So I'm gonna get back to my Pomodoro, keep writing. So, the script is about 5 pages long. It's like some of these, you know, it's just like very, not too much stuff on the line. It's a little longer than my typical video. And this here, like this is going to last quite a while, probably at least like 8 to 10 minutes. And I don't have any like final dialogue because I want you to be sleeping by then. I don't want to wake you up with talking. So these are like our very light, very nice, very sleepy triggers at the end. All right, update. I did a lot of like little sound testing, just making sure everything's good. I just followed the script and put all the props that I could fit onto this table. We have Nick Sleepy and a water bottle down here, which I filled with water. Then over here we kind of have, I do this a lot, this is kind of the round 2 of triggers. So about halfway-ish through the video, I'll have used pretty much all of these props on this table and I don't have to use them again. So usually during a cut, or maybe if I walk off screen, it's a perfect time to sneak in and edit. I will clear all of these props and put these props on the table. So other notes, I bought stick-on nails because I love having like long nails on when I'm doing ASMR. I love how they sound. I actually have not been this excited to shoot a video in a very long time. Some of my other bigger projects that I've done, like the Trojan War one, like that was really, really fun. I was very excited to film that one, but the prep is just very different than how this prep has been so far. I've noticed I'm a little nervous that people won't like it. I hope that I'm interpreting everyone's advice the right way, but it's kind of like pressure's on a little, and now that I wrote it, I'm kind of like, I hope that this is correct because there's no going back now kind of thing unless you want to redo it all. Outfit wise, I think I know what I want to wear. I have this kind of cool long sleeve black sheer top that I could layer, keep the dim light cozy vibes going. I will say again, I am hesitant to make this like an established character. I kind of wanted this to just be like a nameless Gibi, if you know what I mean. So I don't think I want to wear a wig or like do contacts or anything like that. I'll probably just do my normal makeup, otherwise people will think it's a character. So I woke up. I wanted to take Joni's advice and really make sure that I got into the right mood for filming today. So I took a nice shower, kind of just took my time, and then I did my skincare. I usually have these like reusable cotton rounds, but they were in the wash, so I used a tissue. It's fine. It's my moisturizer. It's great. And after that, I brushed my teeth and I put on my lip mask, literally my lifesaver, best product I've ever purchased. And then I'll get started on my hair. I have a heat protectant, and I think it's like a texturizer as well. And I have a volume mousse. So I put that all up in my hair. And I'm going to use the Dyson Airwrap today. Use like the little blowout brush, and we're gonna start on my hair. And during this, I usually am like scrolling TikTok. Instead of that, I turned on calming morning lo-fi. It was delightful. And after that, I decided that I needed to do my brows. And while I was doing that, I decided it would be the perfect time to start listening to ASMR. So I pulled up Joni's channel, of course. A+. I already feel so much better than I usually do, I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorite self-care things is moisturizing my tattoos. And so I have like a bunch of different moisturizers and things that I use. This one is my favorite, like luxury one. So I only let myself use it every once in a while. Today is that day. I get to slather it all over my legs. One of my favorite parts of my day. Here is McSleepy with his banner attached to him. Here you go, Matt. McSleepy has made it. Okay, so the loud noises outside have finally stopped. It's about 3:20 p.m. I got another chunk of work done. I have coffee. Do not come for me. It's 3 p.m. Don't. Shh, this is my happy day. But we're just going to relax, drink coffee, and get into the vibe. And I will be putting on my nails. Time for makeup. Nails are on. I thought these were black. They're like a very dark green. I'm also gonna wear perfume in case that helps kind of get me into the mindset. Maybe more luxe, calm. Oh, see, I'm so in the mood to film ASMR. Look at this. Imagine taking your time. Wow. I almost forgot the milk. I almost forgot the blue foam milk. This is why you write everything down. Wow, perfect amount to go me. Okay, it's done, but I'm afraid that I'm not gonna like film fast enough and the foam's just gonna die. So I'm just gonna bring the whole thing upstairs. Oh, we got the candles going, girlie. I gotta go. But we remain calm in the zone. Vibe. I'm keeping the shorts on. Are we ready to film? I'm gonna keep this script here because I'm actually concerned that I'm not gonna do these in the right order. So I'll keep this here just in case. And that's that. Ultimate ASMR video. Take one. Hello. Thank goodness you're here. You seem like you could use some assistance. I think I've been good with the deep lens. I need to do soft eyes. The slow movements in speech. I've been much better at that. Okay. Babe. Okay. McSleepy flying in sounds. You can't really do it quietly. You can't do it quietly. So for the McSleepy voice lines, obviously best, I would like if you pitched up my voice. And then also, when I'm calling him in on the headset, I would like my voice to have a high pass on it. And remember, McSleepy says, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Okay, that's enough McSleepy lines. Good. I'm done. All done. That was about an hour and 40 minutes of footage. I'm not all done. I have to do the sunglasses part. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Vest. I'm not done at all. Oops. Alright, I have the sunglass portion set up now. I did one microphone kind of pointing downward. This one will be for my voice. These are lenses, so they're going to reflect, obviously. And then I have a brush here that I can use to trace. I love tracing sounds. Okay, let's get this filmed. Alright, now I'm done. Thank goodness my stomach is starting to growl so loudly. And I think I took everyone's advice. I hope the video turns out well. One of the best parts about ASMR is I think if everyone took the same advice and made a video, it would turn out completely differently than mine. SD card. I will go upload this. I'm in a really good mood. This was so much fun. I have a brush. Shall I brush you? And I just wanted to thank you to all of my friends who gave me such awesome advice. You really are all so talented, and the entire community, I can't understate how inspiring and awesome I think you all are. So thank you. This was very fun, and we'll see how the final product turns out. I won't make you watch me clean up this film room, which is actually a disaster zone now. Good night, everybody.